I was thinking about what I could do for a podcast for the beginning of the new year when I ran across a quote attributed to Keanu Reeves. Quote, "Someone told me the other day that he felt bad for single people because they are lonely all the time. I told him that's not true. I'm single and I don't feel lonely. I take myself out to eat. I buy myself clothes. I have great times by myself. Once you know how to take care of yourself, company becomes an option and not a necessity." And it reminded me that I had gone out and taken myself out to dinner before COVID once or twice a year. Now, for context, my partner passed in 2019, and we had a tradition of going out around the holiday times for dinner. So I would bring a picture of her with me when I would take myself out to dinner, kind of keeping the tradition of going to dinner with her. And then when COVID happened, I stopped, and I hadn't gotten back to it. But it led me to ask a question of you guys. If you were dating yourself, how would you rate yourself as a partner, as a date? And you may think that sounds foolish, especially if you already have a partner. But think about it. At the end of the day, we have to take care of ourselves. Yes, it's great to have somebody around who can take care of certain things and help us take care of ourselves, but we have to be able to take care of ourselves as well. I was a caregiver for my mother for many years. And during that time, I realized that I had a very fixed schedule. I would go to work, I would come home, I'd make dinner, I'd go to bed. It was a very set schedule. The weekends where I had a little free time, I was pretty much home. I wasn't taking care of myself during that time, at least not well. I started to do that, which is when I ended up finding Jacqueline, to try to get out of that rut, to remember that I'm important too. Not more important, not less important, but important too. And so what I'm wondering about you guys, and something to ask yourself for this year, how would you rate yourself as a partner, as a date? Are you remembering, with everything else that you've got to do, to take care of yourself? Now, you're going to say, well, I'm only saying that because I'm trying to sell photography. That's one way to celebrate, but that's not the only way to celebrate yourself. That's not the only way to take care of yourself. Simple things, taking yourself to a movie, going out to dinner. If you've got kids, just taking some time away from the kids for a while can help. All of this just to remember that you need to be important to yourself, as important as everyone else. Not saying more important. Again, I'm saying as important. Because you have to be able to take care of yourself, but you also have to take care of yourself. It can be difficult with the things that we have to do during the day. Going to work, taking care of our children, handling the things that we need to handle. but knowing that certain things do not have to be immediately handled. They can wait a little while. So even if it's taking 10 to 15 minutes a day to listen to a podcast, for example, or looking out the window at the wonders of the world around you. It's about to be winter here, and hopefully it will snow sometime, at least more than we've gotten. The ground is all barren right here, right now. But just watching the large snowflakes fall from the sky, maybe having the wind swirl them around so you look like you're in a snow globe, just taking a little time for yourself to appreciate what's around you. Now, I know it's easy to say, well, I'm going to do that, and then never do it. Get out a calendar. Set dates for yourself just as if you were dating yourself. Make sure that you set aside some time. Put it on your to-do list. Put it on a calendar with a particular date that I'm going to do something. Maybe you're looking to celebrate a milestone and you expect the milestone to happen on a certain date. Put the date there. Now, don't be so hard on yourself if the date slides forward or back. But be kind to yourself as you would want someone to be kind to you. I know one of the things that we have a tendency to do is to talk very negatively and harshly to ourselves, much more than we would to somebody else. An example of this would be to think of all the things that you've got going through your head that tell you you can't do something or you don't deserve something, whatever it is, and imagine saying that to another human being. Odds are you would never say that to somebody else. You would never say that to your partner. You would never say that to your child. You would never say that to a sibling or a parent. Why are you saying it to yourself? Don't put up with that. Take yourself out. Be kind to yourself this year. Schedule time for yourself this year. And have a happy and joyful 2024. And I'll talk to you guys all next week.